Hello everyone. Hello. Or I should say welcome back. Something very unfortunate happened yesterday and I was a little bit too immersed in the gameplay and the story to realize it, but yesterday during our 8-hour marathon of CLAIR OBSCUR, the usual happened when I'm playing through something that is very important to me. Technical difficulties. We got disconnected from the internet, which is, it is funny because it's something that is unfortunately not included in the VOD anymore, but I did hear a sound, that typical Windows sound, and I even said, what was that sound? And I tried to check if there was something happening with the PC. I didn't see anything unusual, so I kept on playing. So we got disconnected and I kept on playing and I kept on playing and I got more and more immersed into the story because we are basically running, or we were running towards a climax. Climax has not happened yet, don't worry. But as you can see, we are in Lumiere. And I'm trying my best now to recap of what happened. So as you know, we are still inside of the Monolith, right? That is something that was still captured, fortunately. And in that Monolith, we were basically speed running through areas that we've been through during the main missions. So we went through that the gestural level, went through the underwater level, and the things that you did not see is that we also went through the Monaco station again, the battlefield and the Monaco station. And in that Monaco station we have fought a little mini boss. Unfortunately, you did not see all the mini bosses that I fought. It doesn't matter, it's fine. It's not like you've missed out on some spectacular fights. It's just very unusual mobs that we haven't seen yet before that I fought, and that is not now unfortunately not captured in the VOD. But while we were approaching the end of the Monaco station section, there was a train station, like entirely new part of the train station that we haven't seen yet. And that train station actually had a train and a boy in front of the train. And the boy said that Maman, his mother, bought him that train. To which we had a bunch of dialogue options. One of them was, your mom bought you an entire train? And he was like, yeah, she knew that I like trains, so she bought me a huge train. That little boy, my assumption now, and my assumption is now almost 100% certain, is probably Verso. That fading little boy is Verso, because if you remember, we went through one of the rooms in the manor was a little child's room, and it was probably Verso's room, and that little children room had a toy train. And that is why I now am 100% sure that that little fading boy is actually Verso. Happy Monday to you, Double Chocolate. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I'm trying to recap the things that were unfortunately not captured yesterday because we got disconnected from the internet. So, that little fading boy, who now was standing in front of an actual, like, super, like, real train, and not a toy train anymore, asked us if we want to ride the train to a place. To which I replied yes, and the train brought us to old Lumiere. This Lumiere. I'm gonna go as far back as I can. This is, by the way, when I realized this exact moment over here. The mirror reflection is basically when I realized that we are not live anymore. So that is why I saved in this very, like, random spot. But this is Lumiere, you should still know it from the beginning of the game. And while we were fighting through entire, like, groups, multiple groups of mobs, we got to see some flashbacks. We got to see a mother teaching two children how to draw. We got to see a mother teaching the little boy how to play the piano. We also got to see the mother having an argument with her husband. And we also found the journal of Aline. As you can see down here, we found the journal from Julie and Simon. And where's the other journal? Where's Aline? Ah, Aline. I'm just gonna play this one more time. Aline is the wife. And we know now that the wife taught the children how to paint. Both the wife and the husband were painters. So Renoir was a painter, and his wife, the paintress, I think is Aline. So we have what I believe is the tragic story of a family. Aline, Renoir, Alicia, and Verso, whatever his real name was, because we now know everyone had like different kind of names. And what I also believe, this is just my personal assumption, is that what they are referring to, the fracture, is basically the fracture of the mind. Like split personalities. And we are basically living in a fantasy of a person who broke down. Because we do also know that they lost Verso. Like the little fading boy died. We don't know how they died yet, but we know that war was a part of it. So my ultimate assumption now is that the entire world of CLAIR OBSCUR doesn't exist. It is just a tragic story of a family of artists, of painters, who somehow died. They did not die, but they lost their child. And because they lost the child, they had to deal with sorrow. The sorrow ruined the marriage of Renoir and his wife, because we saw them arguing in one of the flashbacks. We didn't know what they were arguing over, but if you listen to the journal of Aline, I'm pretty sure they were arguing over just depression, probably. I think Aline just couldn't handle the death of her son, and that like put her into like very deep trauma and depression. And I think that is what ruined their marriage to some degree. And my big assumption is that we're now either living in the head of, or see what is going on in the heads of either Renoir or Aline, the paintress. And that is why we see a twisted version of reality. That is my big assumption. I don't know what will happen at the end, but I think I'm getting very close to the truth here. I don't think anything in here is real and exists. And my final assumption that I made before I realized that that I wasn't even online anymore is that Gustav and Sophie might actually be the people that we know as Aline and Renoir. I think the beginning sequence is Gustav and Sophie, I mean Renoir and Aline, be like a version of them being younger. Basically their memories of them being younger. It kind of clashes with the fact that Maelle was also part of that memory, but maybe those memories have been mixed up. Maybe his memories of him meeting Sophie, his wife, mixed up with him already having a daughter, which is Maelle. I don't know if that makes sense, but these are the parts that you have missed out. Monaco Station, we took a train to Lumiere, and we saw 5 little flashbacks in Lumiere. Aline teaching her 2 children how to paint, Aline teaching her child how to play the piano, and Aline and her husband, which is probably Renoir, having an argument of some sort. Okay, let's just listen to this a journal.
His little grin. So proud of his latest creation. But at least those memories remain. What hurts more are the memories unmade. The conversations we'll never have. The time we'll never spend. I want rage. to consume me. Anything to fill the hollow. But rage won't come, and I just float in an endless nothingness. The person I cannot be around is Alicia. Her pain is a broken mirror. The shards reflecting back tenfold, and every moment with her the cuts deepen and I feel myself unraveling. I know what he'll say. But this is the first time I've felt any surcease. For a few moments a day, my heart beats again.
That is pretty dark. Yeah. Other than that, as I told you, in like every single time I fought a group of monsters, either one of our Pictos was upgraded to level 15 or we got a new weapon. There is one mini-boss that I feel very devastated that you did not see, because the name of the mini-boss was CLAIR OBSCUR. It was it looked like one of those guardians, right? But one, you know how we met so far, we met a black guardian and then a white guardian. The one that nullify base attacks. And this one was both black and white. And that is why, because that type of monster is split in half, that is when I got the idea that we might be dealing with a split personality here. And that the fracture that everyone is referring to is actually just the fracture of the mind. Okay, this was one of the flashbacks, that's why it's so gray in here. I was hoping for them to play the flashback again, but it doesn't seem to work. Or maybe it does. Just gonna run in and out of this area. Hopefully it will play the flashback again. That would be nice. Unfortunately not. Okay, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, I couldn't go back in time, and I do not have previous save states. So the moment I realized that I wasn't live, I knew that we were pretty much screwed. But you should still remember this place. The flowers from the Gommage. This is Lumiere. This is where we lost Sophie. Or not. Because I think at this point that we were just seeing some twisted memory from Renoir. And I think Gustav is Renoir. And if you remember, one of my first encounters with Renoir, when we still had Gustav, when he wasn't, in quotation marks, killed yet, is that I said that he looked like Renoir. So if he actually happened to be Renoir, I wasn't that far off. Alright, let's go down to the harbor. This is an area I haven't explored yet, so everything that comes after this will be new ground for me as well to explore. Just checking if I picked everything up in this area. Yes, I did. Alright, let's head to the harbor. I'm actually kind of glad that I did not, even though it took me an hour to notice that I'm not live, that I noticed it before the climax, because I think we're getting very, very close to the end of the game, and I would have hated myself if I would have fought the Paintress without being live. Yeah, these types of enemies is the ones I was referring to as guardians. So this one is black, right? And this one is white. This one will negate base attacks. This one can only be killed with skills, and this one can be killed in a normal way. So it's dark and it's light. And I fought an enemy which was half this, a mini boss, which was half, like the left part was dark and the right part was light. And that mini boss was called CLAIR OBSCUR. And after beating that monster, I got a pretty sick weapon. Where is it? Lethalim. This one. Pretty strong, which could turn Lune to a pretty like sick base attacker, but we haven't built her like that, so I'm not gonna use the weapon, but it looks pretty cool. It also has an S rating. I think our first weapon with an S rating, which is insane. And it has an S rating in Vitality. One of our second best stat. Yeah, if there's an NG plus, I will definitely respec Lune. I also got a bunch of weapons, weapon upgrades, new weapons for CL, new weapons for, new upgrades for Maelle. But I haven't done any changes, so the build stayed the same. It's just that, look at this, all of these abilities have been upgraded from level 8 to level 15 or level 6 to level 15. Got a bunch of new pictos, but most of the pictos were just upgraded in level. Which is probably a sign that this game is now trying to, well, wrap everything up and prepare us for the final part of the game. But the mini-boss was kind of cool. And again, the mini-boss's name was CLAIR OBSCUR. Which I don't know what it means, but now I think it might mean something like, I don't know, split personality. As you can see, they're split in half, these people. I don't think that's a coincidence.
This will hurt.
Yeah, I did pretty much this for 1.5 hours. It's just that you haven't seen 3 little flashbacks, 1 little train cutscene, and 2 boss fights. Mini boss fights, I should say. That's all you have missed.
On me. Brace yourselves.
Shit, Verso died. Oh, I also used the new attack Gustav's Homage. I don't know if I used it as well by the end of yesterday's stream, but if not, I'm just gonna show it to you. Looks pretty sick. Pretty cool.
I'm ready. Shields up. Okay.
Okay, we have a B rating. Oh, I also managed to pull off the Strike Storm once. But it's so hard to do. It is so hard to do. I'll try to pull it off again so you know what I mean. It's so expensive and very hard to pull off because you have to basically tap the A button twice. But it looks really cool, the attack, and it's super strong. Shit, I messed it up.
Let the ink flow.
It's alright.
You're outmatched. This will hurt. You're outmatched.
Nothing we can do here. Normal attacks are being nullified. Can finish them off with this attack, hopefully. Yes. All of these enemy groups will give you a ton of experience points, will give you a ton of resources. So my advice to you, if you get into the part of the Monolith, right? To this part of the story, do not skip a single group of monsters. Do not skip a single mini boss. It's just, if there's an NG plus, you'll definitely need all the resources. And it will just upgrade your weapons for free. Shit, I was hoping for some loot. Alright. Nothing in here, I guess. Except for a boat. But why would the devs put this part into the game if not for loot? They hit something here. Pretty sure of it. Because the game wants us to proceed in that direction. There must be something for us to grab here. I don't believe that there's a section in the game without loot. Without purpose. Give me the loot. Where's the loot? Okay, this is probably the first time ever in the 40 hours that we have spent in this game where the game did not reward us for exploring this section of the map. It's the first time for everything. Or maybe not. Nope. Okay, no loot. Yeah, that's definitely a first. Okay. Let's go to the right. We're gonna avoid going in there. There was also, I don't know if I captured that in a previous stream, but there was also a beautiful view of the Tour Eiffel, of the twisted, bent Tour Eiffel, which is beautiful. I guess that side will just stay for me, for myself.
En garde!
En garde. These enemies are pretty annoying. They either deal ice damage or fire damage. I think these are the fire ones. And it's AoE damage as well.
Nice. That's better.
Brace yourselves.
Shit.
That's better. Nice.
Okay, we have a D rating. This gives me the opportunity to pull off Strike Storm. Please.
Time to strike.
Yes! Did you see that? 40k damage. That attack is absolutely insane. I'm just gonna shoot her to death. Or kick her. What is this?
Nice.
More chroma catalyst. Alright. If we get to see a flag before we enter the layer of the... of whatever that is, I think that is a monolith. Is that another monolith inside of the monolith? Hopefully there will be a flag. Because I think it's time to upgrade some pictos. Change up some pictos. Something here? No. Wait, these golden sheets. Or is it just reflection? The gold theme occurs a couple of times throughout the game. Oh, I do see an expedition flag. Might be time for a boss fight. We might have reached our destination, which is so sad, which means we were so close yesterday to the destination before the disconnect happened. Alright. Expedition 0. Let's rest. Time to learn some skills, I guess. Upgrade some attributes. We have 12 points to spend. I'm just gonna dump everything into the secondary stats because we already maxed out our main stats. Good. Gives us a little bit more HP. Good. We have 19 recodes. Crazy. I think I'm gonna pick up... Wait, when did we pick up Typhoon? We can pick up Hell. And we should pick up Hell. Nice. Let's assign the skill and we're gonna replace Wildfire with it. Also gonna replace Crippling Tsunami with Typhoon. There's some heavy hitting AoE attacks. We just have to remember that we can only use Typhoon after 3 rounds. Because Lune will be inverted for 3 rounds. And while she's reverted, heals will actually damage her. We cannot let that happen. So after 3 rounds, we can use Typhoon. Before that, we should stay away from Typhoon. Alright. Any last skills we like to learn with him? Steel Strike? Oh, I already equipped Steel Strike. I didn't even notice. I forgot. Radiant Slash. Deals slow light damage. Maybe a buff that we can pick up. Burden removes all status effects from all allies. The Paintress will definitely have status effects, so maybe we should take on this skill. Removes all status effects from all allies. And applies them to Verso. Do we want that? Apply powerful. Leadership reduces current rank. No. No, I think we already picked up most of the good skills. What about Maelle? She has 15 to spend. Deals extreme single target damage. 5 hits, uses weapons element. Critical hits deal double the damage. Sword Ballet. Yeah, let's pick that up. We have to remove Gustav's homage with... No, never mind. Gustav's homage is pretty good. Maybe we should get rid of Payback. Or Guard Up. No, we need Guard Up. We need Aegide. The Engagement is also pretty useful. Fence's Flurry. Maybe we should remove that. Let's remove Fence's Flurry. And go back to the one move that removes all the shields. Just in case the Paintress can buff herself and give herself shields. Breaking Rules. This one's pretty good. Destroys all target shields and she will gain 1 AP per shield destroyed. That's pretty good. We need that. We need that. The only thing that we are very bad at, like my team is very bad at, is breaking the targets. Like we have no breaking abilities except for Payback. And Mayhem is, I believe, also a breaking ability. And for Verso, I think we have 0 breaking abilities. Yeah, that's not good. That's our only weakness, I would say. Alright. Maybe take a look at the Pictos, not attributes. One final look at the Pictos. We still have a bunch of level 8 Pictos. Maybe we should start replacing those. We have a bunch of level 15 ones. Look at this. 25 increased break damage on burning enemies. I mean, we barely have any break abilities. Health and defense. Dispel the first negative status effect received and gain 2 AP. Kinda want to give this to Maelle, to be honest. But what do we replace it with? That's the question. Apply powerful on implying shell. I think this one is pretty cool. Greater shell, 10% shell damage reduction. Okay, the 10% is probably very minuscule at this level. So I'm gonna give her energizing cleanse. Yeah. On death, allies gain shell. Maelle never dies pretty much, so maybe we should replace that as well. 1 AP on parry, but damage received is doubled. No, thank you. 50% to defenseless damage amplification. Greater defenseless. That sounds not... That doesn't sound too bad. A little bit more damage. Let's go with greater defenseless. Good. Oh no, this is speed and critical rate. We should pick something up with HP maybe. Health and defense. Crit. Health, defense. Energizing pain. No longer gain AP on parry. Plus 1 AP on getting hit. Yeah, we'll probably get hit a lot in the first few minutes of the fight. Every boss fight comes with new moves that we cannot perfectly parry yet, so that's pretty good. Okay, Maelle is good. Maybe pick up one more attack. With the Luminous. Critical burn. 25 increased critical chance on burning enemies. Critical moment. No. 1 AP on base attack. Not sure about that. Base attack applies defenseless. Breaking a target doubles its burn amount. 50% to powerful damage increase. Greater shell. Yeah, I guess we can pick up greater shell with the Luminous. Good. That was number 1. Maelle is ready for the fight. Maelle is done. 1 and done. Now Verso. Confident fighter, 30% increased damage but can't be healed. Yes, we're gonna stay with that. Always play twice in a row. I think that one is an easy choice. Double Mark. Mark requires 1 more hit to be removed. I think this is also Gucci. This is golden. I wouldn't want to replace any of this, but we can equip one more thing with the Luminous. 1 AP on base attack. Since we can attack a couple of times now, that is actually pretty good. Let's go with that. And 3 AP on breaking a target. We will never break a target. Apply powerful for 3 turns when revived. If anyone is dying, it's usually Verso because he starts the fight with 50%. That's how we built him. So we're gonna pick up powerful revive as well. Verso is done. Now my wife. My wife. Inverted affinity. Maybe it's time to say goodbye to inverted affinity. Also energizing start. What did I equip her with? Absolutely dog shit pick those. Let's see what we can give her. 25 increased break damage on burning enemies. Enemies will always burn. Maybe that's not bad. Let's replace energizing start with this. Greater defenseless. No, perilous parry. 1 AP on parry, but damage received is doubled. Auto regen. Effective heal, double all heals received. No. Health and defense, healing fire. Recover 25% health when attacking a burning target. No, let's go with crit. I need more crit. Apply rush when falling below 50% health. Weakness gain. 1 AP on hitting an enemy's weakness once per turn. This will give us 70% more critical rate. Base attack can break. No. 50% counter attack damage. Shield affinity. Immaculate. 30% increased damage until a hit is received. That's pretty cool, but we might get hit anyways at the beginning. Glass cannon. Deal 25% more damage, but take 25% more damage. On applying a burn stack, apply a second one. That is actually not bad. Oh man, someone needs double burn. We need to give someone double burn. Unfortunately, I haven't mastered this pick though either, so I cannot pick it up with Luminous. What if we... How much is inverted affinity? How much is inverted affinity? Inverted affinity. Where is inverted affinity? E, F, G, H... Inverted. Why do I not see it? Ah, inverted infinity. It's just 5? It's pretty cheap, so we can get rid of it. Just 5 luminous. We have enough luminous. I'm gonna equip double burn. Yes, and then I'm gonna pick up the inverted skill with the luminous. I love the luminous. Where's Lumina again? Inverted, inverted. What was it? Inverted affinity. There we go. Still have 7 left. What can we do with it? On death, allies gain shell. We can try roulette, but we don't need to. 2 AP on dealing damage to marked target. Apply powerful for 3 turns when revived. I'm gonna go with rewarding mark, because we usually mark enemies with Verso. And the order usually goes Maelle, Verso, and then Lune. So Lune will definitely always attack a marked target. Yeah, gonna go with rewarding mark. Good. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go, everyone. Final fight. I kind of don't want the game to end. What is that? Looks like a black hole. Everyone ready? If you happen to die, I will find you in the next life. Okay, don't run away from me. Stand still. I'll find you in the next life. Don't cry. Okay, let's go. I'm ready. I'm just gonna walk towards the goal to make it more dramatic. This is it. The last dance. Wait, let me take a sip. Okay, got rid of my gum. Excuse me if you heard some chewing noises. That was my gum. I got rid of it now. You're welcome. Ah. Oh shit, this is really it, isn't it? Kinda sad. I really don't want this game to end. And I hope one of my assumptions is correct at least. I've made so many theories throughout our 40-hour playthrough. I hope one of them will be correct. I would also be happy if none of it would be correct. Okay, will she emerge from that black hole? When is the cutscene playing? Hello? Cutscene? Ah, there we go. It's Gustav and Sophie. I knew Gustav and Sophie were Renoir and Aline.
Is that you?
We're taking her down.
She's not the only one who grieves. The pain of losing you, she
I
made
knew
me
it.
inherited. Punishment, perhaps, for not being there when it mattered. I refuse to lose my son.
That son was a stranger.
But you're not. You're not.
You lost me years ago, and I lost you.
So you leave us no choice. Tell me, how are you different from her in doing this?
I'm tired.
So trust me. We are your family.
Family is complicated.
If saving you means losing you, then so be it.
We only need to incapacitate him.
We'll find a way to kill him.
Oh man, this is kind of rough. There's still one thing. First of all, I'm kind of glad that I got it right, but it was towards the end. It was not really rocket science to figure out that the little fading boy who died away and the parents who were mourning that kid was Verso, or the entire family, the Manor, Renoir, Aline, Alicia, and Verso were like one family. One thing I don't understand is how did they... Like, this world still doesn't make any sense to me, because Verso in this world is not dead and he got to be 40 years old, but in like the other world or the reality, he died as a child. So on that part I'm still not sure. Like, does this world exist, or are we literally in the brain of a mourning mother or father? That's one thing we will find out now. After beating Renoir, I was kind of expecting to fight the Paintress. All right, we're gonna start with God Up because his attacks are probably very painful.
You care
Let's start.
so little for us.
Got it. Shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was rough. That hurt. That hurt. That hurt really hard. Alright. We are gonna do Earth Rising.
Earth Rise.
Wait! 9k damage was a huge chunk. So he probably has multiple faces. That's not the real Renoir. Alright, let's shoot him first. Sorry, father. Need to get to a B rating. Shit. Kinda messed it up. Good. Yeah, we're dealing a lot of damage. Look at that. There's definitely a second phase. 100%. Let's go with Gustav's homage. For those who come after.
Don't break her heart.
Shit. Okay, we died. Yeah, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. That's not all of it yet. Let's revive Verso. Oh man. We gotta shoot him into a B rating again.
Ready to strike.
Oh.
This will hurt.
Something's coming. I knew it. Like, it was too obvious.
Your sister deserves more.
Oh, is the sister coming? What the hell is that? That's a cat. A lion. That's a lion. Wait. He got healed. 200k healing. Oh, he revealed his true form.
Watch out.
We need each other.
Cool. Wait, was that creature him? Alright, what are we gonna do? Let's do degagement.
My sword is death.
So the battle music slaps.
Take me all you want, as long as you're alive. Do you remember what it was like before?
Shit! I was too slow. God damn it.
Ready to strike.
Alright.
Don't turn away from us.
That's better. That's better. That's better.
Good.
Ready to parry. Ready to go.
Shit, I jumped a little bit too
The
soon.
elements dance.
That is so cool. Okay, now we can do something cool. We're gonna use Typhoon for the first time. Since inverted is not a thing anymore, Lune will not get damaged by the heals anymore. High ice damage to all enemies and heals all allies every turn. Or we go with Hell. Let's go Hell because it's rare that we get 9 AP. Very high fire damage that applies 5 burn per hit to all enemies. Deals self damage, it failed. Okay, let's not fail this. Good. Wow. He has 25 stacks. Because of the double burn picto. That's crazy. Alright, let's finish him off with the coolest attack, Strike Storm. Come on, I need to pull it off.
Time to strike.
Yes!
I think I'll improvise.
We can attack again! You're done, father. Goodbye. That was it! Easy! I think we were a little bit too strong for this fight. Little bit over leveled. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. It's your father. There's a redemption arc for him, just like Darth Vader. Oh shit.
Remember who your real family is. It's not her. It's your sister, your mother, me. We are your family. He would condemn us all to die for what? Who do you really save with your sacrifice?
Your sister and your mother?
You're too drunk on your own illusions to understand.
Then let us celebrate the second destruction of the Descendre family!
Oh shit. He's entering his final form. We haven't seen his final form yet. Le Descendre family. That's the name of them. Wait. That is also Renoir, right? Both Renoirs clashing. Please, I need answers. How's that possible?
At long last, we meet. This is all you have left of your son. Destroying it won't bring your wife back. It will only destroy the last tie you have to each other. Love them, too.
What did we just witness? I do not understand. Still. And now he disappeared as well.
You did it, Gustav.
Hey. How did you do that?
Not sure. The Curator felt it.
Can you do it again?
I don't know. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can.
What did Renoir mean? The things he said to the Curator?
I'm not sure.
She's through there.
Yeah.
I need more answers. I'm still...
Behind this door is the future of Lumiere.
I'm still confused.
What every expedition has worked towards. I have trust in us.
I don't, because usually when a character says that, we're gonna die. Maybe the story ends with like a cliffhanger. Expedition 32. Second chance. Revive with 100% health once per battle. We unlocked Renoir's clothes. Pretty cool. Let's look like Renoir. Wait, that looks like Gustav's suit. So is Gustav Renoir? Was Gustav a younger version of Renoir? I still don't understand. Like, he said he's the last connection you have to your son. Does he mean Verso or does he mean Maelle? Is Maelle the final connection Renoir had with his son? I'm so confused. I am really confused. We were correct with the assumptions, with some of the assumptions, but it still doesn't... There's still a bunch of puzzle pieces that are missing. What we do know is that Renoir did it to keep the family together. That is usually a very perfect way to paint a villain. Paint a villain is if you give them a nice motive. If someone goes to the brink of darkness and evilness for his family, basically for love, that is when you have a Anakin Skywalker situation here, Darth Vader. Because Darth Vader, or Anakin Skywalker, did the things he did to initially try and save his family. He did it for love, and that need to save his family basically opened up the the possibility to be manipulated and do the wrong things. Do the wrong things for love, basically. Find out next time in CLAIR OBSCUR 2. If they leave us with a cliffhanger like that, then I do have some things to criticize the game about. Because right now, I have nothing to criticize this game for. But if they leave us with a cliffhanger, I hate cliffhangers, then that's gonna bring down the final score from a perfect 10 to a 9.99. Alright, final fight ahead. I'm very excited. Should we equip the second chance one? I feel like Maelle could use it. What was it? The second chance? Second chance. Health and crit. Revive 100% health once per battle. That's like a godsend pick though for a tank, but I feel like we are already so incredibly overpowered and overleveled that it will make the fight even easier. And we can revive people anyways, so at least we should lose a turn for it, right? Okay, let's head into the Paintress. Everyone healed? Nope. Now everyone is healed. Alright. Time to fight. Oh, okay. Another expedition flag. Okay, we'll keep on going. Monolith Peak.
We're outside.
Are we?
She's there. I can feel her.
We need to be as prepared as possible. Once we go up, there's no turning back.
That's usually when the game... That's usually a game's hint for you to prepare. There's no turning back. We might also see a prompt be displayed on the screen. That's usually your sign that you should do whatever you want to do before the final fight of the game. And I don't like that because sometimes after you beat the final boss, you cannot go back and complete all the bonus stuff. I hope that's not the case with CLAIR OBSCUR, because I know that there's at least one more like major boss, like optional boss that we can fight. I hope we'll be able to go back. The point of no return here. This looks so cool though. Look at this. Look at that. You have the silhouette of the moon. I think it's the moon. The moon in front of the sun. And then the Paintress waiting for us, which is, I believe, Eileen, right? Eileen. That looks so cool. Hey Jinyo, you went seeing on the YouTube chat, so I came here. Wait, what? Well, welcome to the stream, Beansy. But I usually have merged both chats. Why didn't it show the YouTube one? I was on YouTube, but you weren't responding. Oh, I think we have the same issue like the last time again, where we got disconnected. Let me check. Platforms, account. Yeah, we got disconnected. Oh boy. Let me fix that real quick. Alright, logged in successfully. Now if I open the chat. Alright, chat should be merged now again. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Good. Don't mind my thirsting. I'm thirsting too. But for water and knowledge, because I still have many questions about the story. Speaking of water, heat wave is approaching. I love Verso. He's cool. He's cool, but I think the Verso that we're looking at doesn't really exist because he kind of died as a child. So I don't know how he got to grow up. The only way that Verso looks the way he does is probably because Renoir pictured his son, his 40-year-old son, to look like this. All the memories they never made. That was one of the journal entries. So I think those poor parents, they lived with sorrow, they were mourning, they couldn't go over or get over the death of the son. So they started painting this world. That is why everything is twisted. I think we just see a very twisted version of Paris that is not the reality. It's just the way that these two parents bent the truth to cope with the death of the son, and that is why I think Verso exists in this world as like a 40-year-old, the one that they'll never be able to see because he died as a child. Yeah, it's very tragic. Or maybe this world does exist, but from what I can tell now, and from what we've seen so far from the story, I think this is just a fraction of their mind. That's why they were always talking about the fracture. I think the fracture is just where they basically gone insane. The parents, the fracture of the mind. Hello, Chat Kai. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? All right, let's do the chit chat now before we enter the final fight of this game. It's gonna be very important, so let's get everything out of the way now. I'm kind of shocked right now. Rented Girlfriend lies in harem genre. What is the shocking part about it? I'm gonna annoy Mari to join. Tell her to join now, because we're about to fight the Paintress. This is the last puzzle piece. I'm delaying it a little bit because I don't want the game to end. I really don't. Gonna enjoy my Coke, and then once I take the last sip of this delicious Coke, I will move towards her. The final chapter of the game. This is the best game that I've played in the last 5 years, story-wise. Hands down. This is the best turn-based game that I ever played. Hands down. Is it the best RPG that I've ever played? Maybe not. I don't know. I would have to think a little bit deeper for that. A little bit longer, but everything else checks out, and I can totally understand why this game became the best rated game of all time. The people who cooked this game up deserve every award in the world, and I'm pretty sure they will receive every award in the world by the end of the year. When all the awards are coming up, it would surprise me. Like, it would take a behemoth of a game to beat CLAIR OBSCUR. I would even say that I would argue that GTA 6 would have even had a tough time beating CLAIR OBSCUR. I'm just gonna say it. I think CLAIR OBSCUR could have taken a bunch of awards from GTA 6, and I don't even know what GTA 6 looks like right now. You can avoid the ads, Cloudy. There's a super nice and easy trick for you to do it. You can use your Twitch Prime. Did you see Jeff Bezos' marriage? He spent like 40 million to rent Venice for his marriage. Or not 40 million to rent Venice, but 40 million for his wedding. He doesn't need money. What were you saying? Number one, please do not type stuff like, oh my god, ads, I'm gonna crash out ads. That's just a natural part of Twitch, okay? But you're new to Twitch, so I'm just gonna tell you a little bit of Twitch etiquette. Alright, that's number one. And number two, if you have Twitch Prime, Amazon Prime, you automatically also have Twitch Prime, and you can subscribe to the channel and avoid ads forever. My bad. No, it's fine. You're new to Twitch. You're new to Twitch, and you're not the first one who did that. And you're not the last one who will do it. It's just part of Twitch, because the Twitch ads are kind of like are very intrusive. They're very interruptive for a live stream. Like if I would, for example, be in the middle of the battle and you would get an ad, you would miss out on like moments of the battle or moments of a cutscene, and that kind of sucks. 55 million, my bad. It wasn't 50, it was 55 million. Her engagement ring alone was 2.5 million. So if you have Amazon Prime, alright, what you should definitely do is using your Twitch Prime, because if you have Amazon Prime, you just need to link the accounts and then you automatically get Twitch Prime. And with the Twitch Prime, you can subscribe to one of your favorite streamers. That would be me. Once per month. It will cost you nothing. I mean, it technically costs you the Amazon Prime subscription, but everyone has Amazon Prime. I don't know a single person who's ordering stuff from Amazon that doesn't have Amazon Prime. So do that. Avoid the ads by doing that. Or jump over to YouTube and watch me over on YouTube. That's how you can avoid ads as well. I'm like day 4 into Twitch. And how do you like it so far? You haven't seen anything yet, Cloudy. We can do so many fun things here over on Twitch with channel points. It's just that I haven't set up anything yet because we're still currently on both platforms, but that will probably change in the upcoming days and weeks. Where I might or might not migrate back to Twitch only for live streams and then try and upload more highlighted, more edited content for YouTube. It's a new month starting tomorrow and I need to change something up because our current plan is not working. Decent. I was watching It's Jolted and now I have 1k of her points. Yeah, that's awesome. And it's integrated. The streamer doesn't have to do anything. Right? The streamer doesn't have to read through documents and how to implement a point system for their YouTube chat. Because YouTube doesn't offer that shit. On Twitch, you just set up your channel, boom, you have channel points. Easy peasy. I told you to hydrate like twice. Yeah, that is why, that's probably the most used channel point reward ever on Twitch. That is why you have, like, if you have bigger streamers, like the biggest streamers that still have an hydrate command or hydrate channel point reward, they usually make it insanely expensive.
Why do fathers take an extra pair of socks when they go golfing? In case they get a hole in one.
Oh yeah, TTS is enabled. Alright, get your jokes out of the way now. Can I say it? It depends. Get it out of the way now. We're about to move into the last section of the game. Do it now. Do it. I'm ready. I just took the last sip of my Coke. And now the gum is back in my mouth. If you hear chewing noises and it annoys you, I apologize.
Why don't you bring a ghost to the pool? It dampens their spirits. 3.
Good one. Where did you get your jokes, everyone? Do you just Google jokes or do you pick it off? Pick it up, I mean, from people. Okay. I'm ready now. Let's face our mother. The Paintress. I gotta say, for being a painter, her shit looks terrible. Should have picked a different job. There she is. Mother. Tour Eiffel.
That's her. The Paintress.
She looks like the Curator.
Renoir. He mentioned the Curator's wife. She's the Paintress.
They're a little bit slow. I figured that out like 2 hours ago. That's Aline. That's his mom.
You've come back.
Wait, who's she talking to now? Maelle or Verso?
But the fire. Are you really here? Or is he?
So the fire killed the family, or the fire killed the boy?
Oh, is he playing tricks again? Alicia.
Alicia.
Your face.
My face. What about my face?
Maelle
You come
was
to burn it
Alicia.
again.
Alicia's your daughter.
And Maelle reminds you of her. The daughter you lost.
Come along. Let's go home.
Yes. You need to go home.
This is another trick. She's not Alicia. You are not my Verso.
No. Verso's dead.
So who are they? Are they just memories?
No. You are his creations, not mine.
Are Verso and Maelle
You
paintings of
will
Renoir?
not take this canvas from me.
Oh shit, she's going Super Saiyan.
This is what we created the expeditions for.
Tomorrow comes.
For those who come after. That is freaking epic. The Paintress! Oh no! I don't want this game to end. We finally made it. Alright. We're gonna start with God Up.
Shields up!
We don't know what she's
How cruel
capable
your
of.
father to use you like this.
Oh god.
That's done.
Careful, Verso.
Parry it!
Okay. Nice. The way you counter those meteors is the same the way you counter the sabotage move from Sprunk. The guy that we fought for 2 hours yesterday. Okay, so I got that one. I got it. We're gonna start off with Earth Rising.
Earth rise.
Ready to strike.
Ready to strike. Let's go with... Oh, we're gonna shoot her a couple of times. Until we get a B rating. Good. Now we're gonna attack her. Good. Now we're gonna shoot her again. Sorry, mother. Good. Now we're gonna end with Defiant Strike.
Do you understand what you've done? You killed him!
Ah! Shit. I dodged too soon. Alright. Let's revive Verso.
Here we go again.
Dude, if you revive Verso, he says, "Did I die again?" Is he referring to his, like, child self? Like, I feel like that's like a wordplay that we have here. Like a double entendre. You fought a guy for 2 hours? Yes. Yes, I did. But it was fun. We should do Thunderfall.
Lightning strike!
Good. We need to get to a C rating. Good. We had a C rating, but I don't have any AP. Shit. Still no AP. Guess we just have to shoot her.
Who are
Watch
you
out, Maelle.
supposed to be?
Chroma waves.
Matter.
Okay. She kind of has the same moveset as the Sprunk guy. He might be coming to terms with what happened. That's such a good detail. Yeah. Yeah, I think he just... You might be right. He might just think that he's just living a lie. In yesterday's stream, when we went through the second Exxon level, there was a phrase where they said a painting is also... It serves as both as something exterior, right? Something you will amaze people with. But it also serves as a mirror. And I think Renoir and also the Paintress refused to look into the mirror, and Verso did. And Verso realized that I think it's probably time to end this charade, because he is not alive. It's Sadge. It's very tragic. The entire story is super tragic. We broke her. Okay. Strike Storm. Shit!
I've lived
I
through
messed up
worse.
Strike Storm.
The dance begins.
Oh, what am I doing? Payback? Let's use Payback. Earth Rising. Let's go. Good.
I'll manage.
We're gonna finish her off. Time to go, mother. I'm so sorry. Wait. Okay, second phase. She has a second phase. Most of them do. He looks a little bit like Aragorn. Merde.
I don't like this.
That was not her final form. Oh, shit. That's a true form.
Esquier! Look what I found.
Wait, he was holding sorry the entire time.
All aboard!
Let's go.
He was keeping it from Esquier. Wait, is that giant monster not the Paintress? Oh, the giant monster that was painting the numbers onto the monolith. That's just one of her creations. That's not the Paintress herself. Bro, that is so cool! Couldn't get more epic than this.
Okay.
Renoir can grieve however he likes, but I get to grieve my own way.
Incoming.
Renoir thinks I would not defend myself if he used your face. How little he understands me.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Let's spill some ink.
That hurt. Shit. Oh god. Alright, no worries. We just need to survive one more round. And then we can revive Lune and Verso with our gradient attack. We have this cool gradient attack called Phoenix Flame. So I just need to survive one more round. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do God Up. We got this, no worries.
Did I dream the fire? Is Verso still alive?
Nice.
Oh, she hits hard now.
Let's dance.
The Paintress rips
Arrogant
reality
man.
apart.
I taught him to paint, and he seeks to use my creations against me.
I knew it. She caused the fracture. Oh. I thought we were still in the cutscene. That was mean.
Finesse.
Good. I'm gonna revive my friends now. With this cool gradient attack, Phoenix Flame. Nice.
En garde.
Was totally worth it. Let's use God Up.
Shields up.
Let the ink flow.
Let the ink flow. We have no AP whatsoever. We cannot do anything. Just a normal attack. Need to rough her up with Verso. Let's get to a C rating. Defiant Strike.
This will hurt.
Shit, I think I messed up the combo. It's fine. We'll get her next round.
Foolish child, you defied me, and now he's dead.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, God. The combos are insane.
A storm is
I
coming.
like it. Alright, I'm just gonna save up. I'm gonna save up AP with Lune. I'm not gonna use AP until we get to 8 AP so I can use that healing skill. Okay, now I'm gonna rough her up. We're gonna start off with Defiant Strike.
Let's carve a path.
And then I'm gonna shoot her. And then attack her. Great.
I'm not
Corrupted
crazy.
chroma cascades from
I
her
know
hand.
exactly what I'm doing.
What is she doing? Oh no, she debuffed us.
Blades sharp.
Look at how many shields she got. But I prepared for this moment. I was waiting for you to do this, Paintress. Mugiwara! Look at her shields now. Wait. Wait. Did I not equip it? I forgot to equip that move that removes all shields with one attack. Ah, I'm so dumb. Ah, it happens. It happens. Then we just gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Just shoot her. I was preparing for this exact moment.
Chroma is flowing.
Still not enough for Typhoon. But we can try with Thermal Transfer. Thermal Transfer should give us enough. Yes. Now we can follow up with... Lune will die in one round? Oh shit, I just noticed. We have those, like, Death Note numbers above our head. She cursed us to die. I didn't even notice. Alright, Yagami Light / Paintress. Let's start with Typhoon. No, we're gonna give her hell because we're gonna die anyways. Let's meet in hell, Paintress. Boom!
Ready to parry. Nice. Good. Nice.
Nice. Bursto will die in 2 rounds. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Bursto will not die. I'm gonna shoot her. Maybe I can shoot her into an S ranking. Yes, S ranking. Now watch. Follow up.
My turn.
My turn again. I'm gonna shoot her again. Marked again. Fantastic. Normal attack. Nice. Verso died. Again.
A storm is coming.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna... I can finish her off with payback, probably. Let's do that. We're gonna do payback and finish her off. It's only right that Maelle gets to do it. Okay. That's it? Killed the Paintress. No more painting for you. There's a third phase. There's gonna be a third phase. No! Mother!
Is it over?
It's never over when the characters ask like that. It's a trap.
No. We're not done yet.
No, she's on the ground. That's not honorable. That is not honorable. I refuse. She protects a... What did she... She protected us. She gave us a shield. Dude. That is too emotional for me.
Let us stain them.
I do not want to finish her off.
Let's finish
She's
this.
on the ground. She's protecting us. She's buffing us. I think it's the responsibility of the sun to pull the plug. She's crying every time we hit her. Sucks. I do not like this.
Time to end this. Time to strike.
Not looking good.
I messed it up. If I cry, it's this moment's fault. Yeah. This is just beautiful. Even the final fight is just beautifully done. There are no winners here. This is just perfect storytelling. This reminds me a lot on the final fight that you have in Infamous, a game that I loved on the PlayStation 3. And at the end you have the choice to either save all the superheroes or all the ones that turned into superheroes, or you have to choose to save humanity. And since the main character is a superhero, he basically has to decide to get rid of his kind or save humankind. And the one you are facing at the end is your best friend. And the way that they made the final fight is exactly like this. You have to basically zap him to death as he tries to win an unwinnable fight.
My sword is death.
And that broke my heart. That final fight against Zeke, if you played Infamous. This is very similar.
Okay.
That was it. It's done. 500,000 damage. 18 minutes and 18 successful parries. Not a lot. She hit us quite a lot. We received 13,000 damage. If I press the button, I think the game is done. It's heartbreaking that her final move was a protection skill. Oh. She's gonna hug him one last time. So they all lived in that manner, and that... Oh no, why?
Rest now. Things will be better soon.
Why is the strongest word to display betrayal? There's no stronger word or stronger question than why. shit. What was that? Did you notice that Verso did not look at her while she was fading away? Small little detail that means a lot. What was that eye Sharingan type of situation? What was that about? I don't know. She did something to Maelle. Maybe Maelle now realized that she is Alicia. Oh shit, they really removed the monolith now. No one has to die anymore.
It's over. The number. She's gone. She's gone.
Uh-oh, something's wrong with Maelle. Or Alicia.
It's done. You're free. You are all free.
Is this real?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Gustav's watching over us. Hey, come. Wanna plant it?
That's so cool. But there's something still off.
Though
Why?
presumably, there'll be no one coming after, right?
Neither Maelle nor Verso seem
symbolic.
very happy. I mean, Verso, we can understand he kind of lost his father and his mother. Where's Alicia? That's so cool. Such a cool scene. But there's something still off.
Let's go home.
Where's the daughter?
Yeah.
The credits will not roll now, will they? No. I still have so many questions. Okay, cutscene.
Still feel immortal?
Less than yesterday.
Shall we test it out?
I appreciate the offer.
Shut up, CL.
Monoko, you've been extra quiet since we got to the Monolith.
Monaco knows something's off too.
What now? We go back to Lumiere and life goes on?
Yeah. Decades and decades in front of us. Guess this is how it feels to be immortal. What do we do now with all this time?
The expedition might be over. But we're not done yet. There are so many questions left to answer.
Yes.
Lumiere. Lumiere red.
Something still feels off, like the vibes are off. Hello, Momo. Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? No, actually they're celebrating. Never mind. Or are they trapped in a dream? It seems a bit like they're trapped in like you know how Itachi can trap people in like genjutsu? This seems like this. We're still in the Monolith. Don't you dare roll the credits. I am not ready to say goodbye yet. Something still feels off. This is not reality, this is a dream. It's a dream. They might be teasing the second part now. That could happen as well. Oh, she doesn't know that Gustav's dead. That's Gustav's sister. And the orphans. She has to tell them, oh no, he did not survive. Damn! Gustav's sister is more beautiful than I remembered her. She's nice. And the orphans, she will give them the journal. The journal that we wrote into every single day. I don't want this to end. I might be in denial here. There's still too many questions. Like, I want to know what exactly happened to the family, and how the frick is he alive? How did they reincarnate their son? And then he got to be like 40 years old? Are there two realities? Why there were two versions of every person? That's the letter. That's the letter that the sister gave him. The other version of his sister, not Maelle. Alicia.
Brother, I tire of the conflicts and deceptions that plague our family and theirs. So, I entrust you with this letter. Whether you give it to her is up to you. I'm at peace with what's to come. When the time comes, I hope you will be too. Maelle, it's a strange feeling watching you with my brother, laughing and smiling, without the scars or the memories that afflict me. Alicia, as she was meant to be, not this painted version that I am. My family, a facsimile of yours, and this world, a mirror, painted by your mother, the Paintress, to stave off her grief.
I knew it.
Seeing your expedition through would plunge us all into the abyss. For in ridding the world of the Paintress, you'd lose the sole force standing against the one who would erase us. The one who invokes the flowers of the Gommage. An act of love. For he does love her. Your father. On her monolith, she paints a warning for us all. Of the few she can save as her power wanes. We all wish for our families to thrive. Your family, however, believes only one can survive. But perhaps you'll find another way. You who have lived amongst us, perhaps you differ from your father and your sister, as I differ from mine. Your mother paints life, lost your father. Death. What will you paint?
I think we just destroyed the world. We killed the wrong entity. This is GG's. Oh, we made a terrible mistake. I swear in one of my 1000 theories, I told you that the Paintress is actually the good person. By killing the Paintress, we basically traded everyone for our family. Because she was painting life, while Renoir was painting death. That's it? Glimpse in the past, Monolith, year 49. I'm shocked. Plot twist of the century? Plot twist of the millennial.
You're okay.
Alicia?
She can't talk because of the fire.
Good, you're awake. Come downstairs.
Gotta be honest, I'm still a little bit confused. My heart is racing though. Epilogue? Alicia? So there were two realities? So there were two families in like two different realities, right? Maybe I got it wrong. And Verso was mixed up with the other family. The fracture happened and two realities clashed. So there was the reality where Verso never died and the reality where Verso died. So they did a little bit of swapperoo. Maelle was the sister from Verso's reality. Alicia is the sister from the other reality. And in that new reality, Verso got to spend time with the other family, or he got to know the other family from the other reality. My brain is a little bit, like, my brain is currently working in overtime here. So when we killed the Paintress, which was the family of the other, the Paintress who created the fracture, basically, when we killed the Paintress, I think we destroyed the other reality. But that begs the question, why was Alicia killed then? I mean, Maelle. Because I would have expected, since we killed the Paintress, which killed her reality, that everyone from her reality was gommaged, was destroyed. And only the ones from Renoir's reality remained, which would be Verso and Maelle, and not Alicia. Yeah, this still... I'm probably currently a little bit too dumb to understand everything and put everything together. But I feel a sense of sadness, like something hit me here. We definitely killed the wrong person, that's for sure. And I wonder if there would be a playthrough maybe where, if there are multiple endings, where we can actually save the Paintress. One of the most revealing part is that the numbers were just a countdown, or not a countdown, just a sign to show everyone how much strength she has left to save people. It wasn't a countdown of death, it was a countdown of protection and life. They just misinterpreted it that way? Or is gommaging saving people? I need to do a lot of reading after this. Like, if the game ends like this now, I need to do a lot of reading. So this might be off topic, but you saw the ow video I made, right? Like the mini animation? I have not. I don't know which one you are referring to. My hand is broken, but I'm alive. How are you? Sorry, Momo. I was completely immersed in the cutscene. I'm so sorry. I did not see that message. I'm doing great. Thanks so much for asking. And I'm sorry to hear about your hand. How did you break your hand?
Oh. Come along now. I'm in Renoir's atelier.
Renoir's atelier. Oh, the manual's not done yet. Damage from the fire runs... Oh no, never mind. So fire happened. Papa can repair the fire damage and CLAIR can repaint the walls. But it will never be the same. So the fire killed her little brother Verso. She got scarred, heavily scarred. She lost her eye as well, it seems. Did the realities merge for a second when we killed the Paintress? Because Maelle, basically, you saw that thingy happening with her eyes. I think for a moment she was Alicia. That's why the mother also said Alicia. That is the family. So in this reality, Verso did get to be 40. And Maelle. Renoir. Who's that woman on the right? Verso. There will never be another family portrait, will there? You will always be missing. I'm even more confused now. Did Verso die in this reality too? I thought he died as a child.
Alicia, quit dawdling. End of the corridor, you know where it is.
The piano's still here? Claire's harp and Maman's piano. We saw the harp in Lumiere as well. Verso, I miss hearing you play. I miss all the silly songs you wrote for me. Why is Verso dead? But it's the opening song. The OST. Clair obscur, blah blah blah. Ah, le atelier. The one room we never got to see. That is the mask monster we fought. That's the second Axel. What have they done?
Finally.
Who's Claire?
Our little shadow is awake.
She kind of looks like CL. Is Claire this reality's CL? In both realities he dies as an adult? I want to explain, but it's a spoiler, so I'll wait for Jinyo. Thank you so much for waiting. For that, for not spoiling me. Okay, then I misinterpreted it. I thought in one reality Verso died as a child, because they showed him as the fading child was definitely Verso, so I just assumed that he died as a child. But in that one cutscene we saw, when the fire happened, that was adult Verso, who was like, "Don't be afraid." Did he set the fire? Did he kill himself? What if fighting group is the family in one universe? It's probably wrong, but I mean, I just thought of it. I think it's just about those two families, and they created two realities somehow, and because we destroyed the creator of one reality, it was completely annihilated. But the Verso who killed the Paintress was not part of that reality. But he grew up with them, which is weird. Maelle looks like Alicia. Maelle is Alicia, just from a different reality. Verso is Verso. Renoir is probably... My theory at the beginning was that Renoir is Gustav. Who's Gustav? We'll probably figure it out. Let's talk to Claire.
Our parents are quite the stubborn pair.
Our parents?
They're still fighting each other inside the canvas.
That's her sister.
He has her imprisoned at the top of the monolith, and she has him trapped beneath. It's a stalemate.
He has her imprisoned at the top of the monolith. She has him trapped beneath. I think that's very important information. My brain just doesn't realize what to do, like doesn't know what to do with that information right now. Because we fought Renoir at the base of the monolith, and we fought the Paintress at the top. I'm worried they've been inside the canvas for so long. Like, my brain is really working hard right now. So the magic canvas exists. It does exist. They jumped into the canvas. This is the true reality right now. They jumped into the canvas because they wanted to see their son again? I need a couple of puzzle pieces more. I'm just too dumb for the story. I'm trying so hard. The two realities are still confusing me. I'm worried they've been inside the canvas for so long.
They've spent longer than this in other canvases. It's not that dire. Yes, I know. Maman's been in there for quite a while already. And Renoir is wasting time in there, trying to help someone who doesn't want his help. We have more urgent matters to attend to.
So they have the abilities to jump into canvases they draw themselves. And because... Oh, I get it now. So this is a very special family. They have magic powers, right? They lost their son in a fire. We don't know how that fire was caused yet. Maybe it was Verso himself who couldn't just live with that reality anymore. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to kill himself because he was living in the shadows of his parents. He said at one point that it was pretty tough growing up because both of his parents were fantastic painters. And he wanted to do music. Maybe he wasn't allowed to do music, which depressed him, and he might have unalived himself. And because of the pain, because the parents felt like they drove him into unaliving himself, they created another canvas. A canvas of a different world. But it's the same world, but it's just looking a little bit different. A canvas where the family is happy. A canvas where Verso's still alive. And they fell in love with that fake reality. And I think the missing puzzle piece is... I think Renoir... No, not Renoir. Maybe the Paintress couldn't live with that fake reality anymore and wanted to get out. But Renoir fell in love with that reality, meaning like he couldn't let go anymore, so he did not want to get out. That's when the stalemate happened. Renoir wanted to do everything in his power to prevent people from ever getting him out of that reality where his family is still together. And maybe the expeditions are people who go into the canvas to pull them out. And Renoir doesn't want to be pulled out of the canvas. He wants to stay in that reality where his son is alive. I mean, now it's too late. Now it's just like we've screwed everything up in there. And the mother probably wanted to get out. That's why she had the journal where she said she cannot stand living next to Alicia, probably dead version's Alicia anymore. Because it doesn't help with her sorrow and her mourning. She cannot stand that reality anymore and she wanted to get back. But Renoir trapped her in that reality and she couldn't get out. So now that we have killed the Paintress in that reality, we killed everybody that was painted by her. And since we also killed Renoir, I don't know what we did by killing Renoir. That's still something that confuses me. But I think effectively what we did was kill this version of Renoir and the Paintress as well. Like Aline, I mean. I'm still confused. Sometimes I feel like I get it and then I don't. I'm worried they've been inside the canvas for so long.
They've spent longer than this in other canvases. It's not that dire.
Oh, wait, that's
Yes,
the same dialogue.
I know.
Oops,
Renoir's
sorry.
wasting.
Did you see Verso?
You're as bad as Aline. He's not Verso. He's a painted copy built from our mother's memories. You do well to remember that.
I knew there were memories. At some point I said there were memories. I just didn't know there were painted memories. But I definitely, one of my theories that I had in the last 40 hours playing it, I said they were memories. Okay. Alright. But didn't... Since we killed the Paintress, or Aline, did we not just kill Verso by doing that? No one is alive anymore in that painting, right? No one can be alive. If every one of them were painted by Aline, none of them are alive anymore. I know that. I'm not a child.
Don't roll your eyes at me, sister dear. I know you're not a child, but you're not grown either. And too many in our family have lost all caution and sense of late.
Okay, let's continue. Can you help Maman? Can you help Papa?
Help her do what? Run away and hide? She's already succeeded there.
She's so cruel. What kind of daughter is this?
Honestly, if Aline wants to numb herself in the canvas, then let her. Grief is no excuse. We're all grieving.
Yes, that is an excuse.
She's a grown woman, and she was the head of the Painters' Council. She failed her responsibilities.
That is the shittiest daughter in all of fiction. She has no empathy.
I don't have time to coddle her. And before Verso died, she would have said the same.
Okay, maybe she was a bad mother. Maybe she never really showed love. Can you help Papa?
I already have. Aline is more skilled than Renoir, but I've tipped the scales in his favor. I have my pets in place. She who controls chroma controls the canvas. I can't take her chroma, but I can keep it from returning to her.
She's the reason why the Paintress lost and was trapped by Renoir. What a bitch. Excuse my language.
Yes, it's enough. It's just a matter of time. As she weakens, Renoir is able to erase her oldest creations.
Wait. I think I got it the other way around. I completely twisted the narrative here. Renoir went inside to wake his wife up from that freaking dream or that fake reality. That's why he was painting death. He wanted to kill all her creations. So she snaps out of it. He did it for love. He did it out of love. And the mother wanted to stay in that fake reality. That's why she tried everything in her power to keep all her fake creations, her fake paintings alive. So we basically did the right thing as Verso. We killed her. I mean, the wrong thing that we did is kill Renoir, basically. We should have just... What we should have done for the perfect ending is to help Renoir and just weaken the Paintress so she snaps out of it, all her creations get deleted, and she can return with Renoir into the real world. And let go of that, because nothing, like no matter how much you're grieving and mourning, the person will not come back. There's nothing you can do about it, and at some point you have to accept it. I think we messed up in, like, very, very, very bigly here. Bigly? Is that a word? We messed up. We killed both of them. So now all her creations are dead, but both of them are dead as well. So I think they'll just stay statues like this now. Lifeless statues.
With the exception of her obscene fake family. She's made them immortal, but luckily they're also quite useless.
Conclude questions. Wait, return to prior choices? Oh no. Conclude questions. Okay.
I need you to take care of yourself while I'm gone.
You're leaving?
Don't be naive. The world doesn't stop simply because our family is in mourning. The conflict is spreading, and there are things I must do if we Painters are to survive.
I want to help.
You will do nothing. You're too weak to do anything useful. You'd be a liability.
I hate this person. I don't like her.
The writers used you against us once before. They won't hesitate to use you again.
So they're living in a reality, in a world where there's painters versus writers. Do writers also have the magical powers to jump into their stories like the painters have the powers to jump into their canvases? It's a pretty cool world.
And I can't promise that I'll make the same choice Verso made. Verso traded his life for yours. I both love and hate him for that. The damn fool.
Verso died for saving his sister.
Although, if you really want to be useful, then enter the canvas and help Renoir. I need him back here sooner rather than later.
Is that why Alicia was always hanging around with Renoir? Because she wanted to help him basically snap out of it?
I'll fight this war alone if I have to, but I'd really rather not. Can you handle that? Lest you forget, the only reason those two are in there is because your naivety cost Verso his life.
Blaming the death on her brother on hers. Really nice sister. Yeah, give her a guilty conscience as well. Now, on top of already grieving a family member. What a bitch. She's so mean.
Good. Go to the canvas when you're ready. And repaint your throat when you're in there, before you completely forget how to have a conversation.
Why is she so mean? Maybe I can paint a version of my sister who's not a dumb bitch. A mean bitch. Verso's childhood canvas, where we used to play, where he painted Esquier and Monaco. That's why they were his best friends in the game. He painted Esquier and Monaco. And where Maman and Papa now fight. Claire's right, it's my fault. I should help fix this. And I do want to fix this. I do, if I can. Verso would have. And it would be nice to talk and breathe again without pain, without my face. Oh. Maelle is the painted version of Alicia. One who can talk. One who wasn't scarred by fire. And she completely basically lost track of her identity, and that's why Maelle always got these nightmares and versions of the fire. Oh my god. Now that's the reason to do this. No, it's the right thing to do after everything I've caused. Enter the canvas. If we enter the canvas, this is an epilogue, right? If we enter the canvas, will we then be Maelle again on the other side? We should be, right? She painted a version of herself. That is Maelle.
If we bring Maman out of the canvas, she'll try to return. We must hide the canvas.
Well reasoned. And such a clever hiding spot you've chosen. She'll still find it, but I'm impressed. This only truly ends if you destroy the canvas. And that means stopping the final sliver of Verso's soul from painting. See? That wasn't so hard. Wait. That's Aline's chroma. Stay calm. Don't let it take control of you. Calm, Alicia, or it'll paint over you. What an auspicious start. Well, you're about to be reborn in this world as one of Aline's creations. Have fun. At least this will keep you out of trouble until I get back.
Oh. I think I get it now.
She's a girl. She's a girl. She's beautiful. What a lovely voice. My love, did you decide on a name?
Maelle.
Yes. Oh, my darling girl. We have precious little time together. You'll never know us. But I want you to know that you are loved. I want you to know you're not alone. You will always be the beautiful child I held in my arms. You will smile the brightest smile. You will cry iridescent tears. You will know love. And you will know pain. You will know loss all too well. Because we live in an unforgiving world. But you are strong, and you will survive. You will struggle, and you will learn. You'll find people to call your own, and you will shine as their guiding light. For you will change the world, and the people around you. You'll forever be our princess.
That's beautiful.
I have decided on her name.
Maelle.
And her name will be... Maelle.
That was beautiful. So, Alicia went into the painting. Act 3? I thought we were at the end of the game. That was the end of Act 2? That's probably like a small final act. I'm not complaining. The more we can play, the better. Oh, why do we have white hair now? Boulangerie. I understand everything now. I understand.
Alicia.
Actually, I prefer Maelle.
She also understands.
I think I do too. But I'm not really Verso, and you're not really Maelle, are you?
You're not Verso, no. You look and sound just like him, but you're you. I'm still Maelle, though. You should have helped me remember.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. If I'd listened to Maman, if I hadn't trusted the writers, Verso would still be alive, and you...
Wouldn't exist.
Wouldn't be caught in the middle. Maman did a terrible thing, painting you into Verso's canvas, giving you his memories, pretending the fire only took me. But I'm glad you exist.
Your father was right to erase everyone is better this way.
Better for who? Verso would never have wanted his canvas gone. He loved OBSCUR and his gestrels and grandes.
It was killing our mother. Staying here so long in a make-believe world with her make-believe family.
It's so
not make-believe. It's not. You're not. To me. Papa's here. He'll help me fix Lumiere.
Will he?
Maman painted a rather unflattering portrait of him. He's much warmer than the Renoir, you know.
I bet.
I understand everything now. I understand it. Hello, Julie. This is peak cinema. The power to deal more than 9,999 damage? We can go over the maximum now. Cool. Is that the girl, the redhead from yesterday? Yes. We finally entered Act 3. I thought the game was done. It is easy if you know it now. So there's one world where painters and writers are fighting against each other. Alicia was told that the writers are evil and want to kill all the painters. She did not want to believe it, so she sided, let's not say she sided with the writers, but she did something for the writers, which ended up with the mansion burning somehow. I don't know how the mansion burned, but it was the writers' fault, or in this case, Alicia's fault for believing the writers, whatever they told them, her. So in that fire, Verso died, which made the parents and everyone in the family, except for CLAIR for some reason, be overcome with sorrow. They were grieving, they were mourning. So what the mother did is she took the painting that Verso used to paint on, and she painted a version of Verso into his childhood painting. That's why there's also stuff like the Gestural Village, and Monaco is a thing, and Esquier is a thing. Those were all creations of child Verso. That is probably why we're also seeing the fading boy throughout the story, because it's its childhood painting, or canvas, childhood canvas. So when she painted this world, she used a lot of her chroma. That is why there was a countdown, because her power was fading, and she knew that she only had like a couple of years until everything she painted with, her chroma, would fade away. That was why there was a gommage. She basically had to let some people go, because her chroma was fading, her power was fading, she had no mana anymore. And because she had to reserve some mana, the gommages happened. The countdown basically showed how much more time she has before this fake world she created would fade away. And that is why the monster thingy that was painting the numbers was crying all the time. It made her sad that her world was coming to an end. So Renoir went into the fake world to pull his wife out of it. That's why Renoir wanted to kill everything as fast as possible, so her wife would finally snap out of it and return to him to the real world. Which then made Alicia go into... because there was a stalemate, both Renoir and his wife Aline were trapped in the world. She trapped him in the monolith, while he entrapped her at the top of the monolith. So then their daughter Alicia went into the painting, but she was basically caught by the chroma of her mother. So her mother gave her a new life, a life that she deserved, where she was born, where she never got burned, so she lost herself. And I guess when she started having conversations with her family members inside of the world, that's when the memories hit. She was like, they tried to remind her those visions she had. That was her real self clashing with the fake self. And now, in Act 3, after all has passed, she now accepted that she's Alicia, and that Maelle was basically like a painted version of her, a painted version that the mother has done for her. But she accepted that version of herself so much that she now sees herself as both. She actually probably prefers her Maelle self, which still has a brother. Verso does not have a real-life version of him anymore outside of this reality. So if we destroy the painting, we destroy the last remaining thing, the soul, the last remaining part of the soul of Verso. And that is why the Paintress did not want to let go. And she made him immortal as well. That's why Verso cannot die in this world. That is... I don't know what to tell you, but everything coming full circle, it's probably the most brilliant story I've ever seen in a video game. Now, I don't know why her hair is white now. that is something that I'm still missing a little bit. But maybe that will be explained as well. So let's meet Renoir. The Renoir we saw in here was probably a Renoir
Your father was the one erasing everyone. Why would he help repaint everything?
I hid the canvas before I entered, so Maman can't come back again. There's no need to erase the canvas anymore.
He'll want you to go home.
I'm not at risk like Maman. I haven't been in this canvas that long. Besides, Papa has a soft spot for me. He'll listen.
Wait, so they're not actually dead? I thought since we killed both of them, Renoir and the Paintress, that we killed their real life versions as well. That's why they basically turned into statues. But I guess you cannot really kill the IRL version of the of Renoir and Aline. You can basically kick them back into reality. And since Alicia hit the canvas now, we can ask Renoir to keep the world alive without having to fear that the mother would go into the canvas again and lose herself. So we will probably pull both Renoir and Aline out of this world while still keeping this world alive for Verso. And maybe even Alicia. I think she wants to stay in this reality. It's beautiful.
Papa.
Alicia. You're safe. I thought I told you to stay home.
Technically, my body's at home.
Some of Eline's finest work. I regret that it caused you so much pain. What Aline did was unfair to you most of all. Please, accept the Descendre family's apologies. I know it seems absurd to offer oblivion as recompense, but perhaps that's the outcome we both desire.
What?
I'm proud of you. Getting your mother out of the canvas was not easy. Once we erase the canvas, we won't have to worry anymore.
But she's home now. Why?
You know your mother. Verso painted this canvas. It contains a piece of his soul. She'll never willingly part with it.
No.
For the sake of the living, we must part with the dead.
No, Papa. See, I hid the canvas.
She will always find it. This is our only opportunity, while she's too sick from her prolonged descent into the canvas to return.
No. Papa. Papa, please. This is Verso's only canvas. You can't destroy the last piece of him that we have. This is my home now. You can't just decide...
Your home? After all that with your mother, you want to stay?
You know how little remains of my life outside.
Alicia, you'll die. You've already been here longer than you should.
But...
No. Look at me, I said no. I am not letting my daughter risk her life. Alicia.
I'm not, Mama. I'm not going to lose myself if I stay.
I know full well you will, and I am not doing this again!
No!
He kinda has a point, though. I hate to say it.
Papa, what are you...
It's time to go home.
He's destroying the canvas. Oh no.
Mes amis! All aboard!
Professor, come on. Come on.
So if the people stay too long in those canvases, they'll die. That's heavy. But I kind of think Renoir is correct here. As shitty as it sounds, but you should be able to let go at some point.
I did it so easily. What am I doing wrong?
Don't be discouraged. It's only been a day since you remembered your Paintress side. We believe in you!
Remember them. Painting isn't about verisimilitude. It's about essence.
I think she's gonna paint
Truth.
Ciel and Lune, because they were fake
they
all
are.
along. They were just part of a painting. They were not real people.
Your father made the axons, right?
She who plays with wonder. He who guards truth with lies.
They're the essence of your mother and your brother.
That's crazy.
We
She engomashed them.
Maelle, your hair.
The gang is back together. Wait, but why couldn't she do that with Gustav?
To talk about.
So you were her daughter? And you were a paintress too?
So cool, right?
And you knew this whole time! You fucking coward! You betrayed us! We trusted you!
You can bring them back too. Yeah? Everyone we've lost.
Yeah, but I need chroma and Papa controls all the chroma in the canvas.
No. Not all of it. The expeditioners. The ones killed by Nevrons. Gustav noticed their chroma remains in their bodies. They never dissipated, like the gamage.
It's old chroma and not pure. It won't be like bringing the two of you back, but We could use it in other ways.
Is that why the Paintress created the Nevrons?
The greatest expedition in history.
That's so cool. That is so cool. Oh man, that is so cool. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. This is just beautiful. First of all, our wife is alive, so I'm very happy. Welcome back, honey. I missed you. I see the story ending in two ways. And hopefully we get the choice. Renoir comes to his senses. And both Renoir and Alicia leave the canvas. But before they leave, they just use all of the chroma they have to basically rebuild the world for Verso. A world where nobody has to die as long as the painting exists. They get out of the painting and live their lives forever. Right? Or, option 2. We managed to beat Renoir. But because Verso doesn't want Alicia to die in the world, or for her real self to die, maybe he comes to... That's why the letter, you know, the letter that he got from his... From Alicia, where she said, I hope you come to terms with it as well. Maybe he understands at some point that he is just an idea of a person that has passed. And that he should not exist. For the sake of people to move on. Maybe he will destroy the world himself. I don't know. I feel like those are the two options. Like, we get out, the happy ending. Renoir and Alicia get out. They restore the entire world with their brushes. And Alicia goes into the painting occasionally to talk to her fake brother. Right? Or they get out and destroy the painting. And move on with their lives. I don't know. I hope we get to choose one or the other outcome. I don't know. Which ending would you prefer? Upgrade expedition resources. I don't think we need to upgrade expedition resources. Learn skills. Anything new that we can learn? Ooh, Maelle got new skills. Stand Hall. Deals extreme single target void damage. Removes self shields. Burning Canvas. Deals high single target void damage. Applies burn. Phantom Strike. We might actually... I'm not gonna do it right now. We have 20 recodes, so that's insane. We might actually do a little bit of switcheroo. Maybe I'll turn Verso into the tank. Turn her into our main damage dealer. And Lune more into support. I don't know. Did we get new weapons? What kind of weapons did we get? Any new weapons? No new weapons. Not even for Maelle? Maelle. Barrier breaker. Wait, can we just... Let's just talk to the people first.
Lune.
I was right not to trust you.
No. But we have a relationship level of 5. How could you say this?
And what would you have done in my position?
I wouldn't have betrayed my expedition. I would have warned them that everyone they cared about was about to be erased. That they were about to be erased. I would have told them the truth. Because after everything we've been through, we deserved that.
So you choose your expedition over your mother?
That's your problem. You think in false dichotomies. It wasn't an either-or situation. Other solutions were possible if you'd only trusted us enough to ask.
knowing what you know now? Would you have helped me force my mother out of the canvas? I don't apologize for saving her. But I am sorry I broke your trust. And I will do everything I can to help bring everyone back.
I guess we'll see.
We cannot spend time with her, that's sad. Talk to SKA.
Oh, everyone's mad at you.
It's the best.
Are you?
Iskia can be sad, or bad, or even rad, but never, ever mad.
They can get out of the canvas? Yeah, this entire world is a canvas, which was created by Mother, who could not let go of her sorrow and her grief and her pain of losing her child. Verso is her child who died, and the canvas is a childhood canvas of Verso. So this Verso that we're currently seeing, that is what remains of his soul, and in the real world he died. So this version of Verso is basically the last thing that remains of his soul, and that is why the Mother, who was the Paintress, did not want to let go. A huge plot twist, fantastic story. I advise you to maybe watch the beginning of today's stream. I'm not gonna ask you to watch all of the streams because it's like 40 hours worth of content for you to go through. But just the beginning of today's stream should give you enough insight and information about everything that expired. As I said, probably the best story that I played through my entire life in a video game. Just fantastic.
Bad things happen when we get mad.
True.
Oh, I know.
But I can never be mad at you.
It's because Verso painted him. Oh god. I think CL, remember when she when Alicia, or Maelle, let's call her Maelle, she prefers Maelle. When she was reviving these two, Verso said Lune has the essence of Verso, right? Of her brother and her sister. That is why I cannot stand CL. CL has the same attitude or the same essence as CLAIR, Alicia's real sister. Makes so much sense. From the get-go, I felt her being like very cold and judgmental, and her real sister is incredibly cold and just judgmental. I read her correctly. I'm so proud of myself.
Save it. I don't need your mea culpa. You did what you felt you had to. Of course, you were wrong. But, oh well.
I thought you'd be more upset.
I was. I got over it. Everything I knew about our world is wrong. And you know what? I don't care. 'Cause death isn't death anymore. And that means I can see my husband again.
CL.
Oh, please. I'd sacrifice you in a heartbeat to get him back. So, I understand. We're good.
Thank you.
As long as you help me bring Pierre back. You owe me.
You got it.
Sometimes I think about our world being some sort of weird canvas. Like, I'm not joking. Our world might just as well be a simulation. Our world might just be something that a third grader created for school, like a school project. And when he gets bored with us, he'll just pull the plug, which will then create a catastrophic world-ending event for us. Sometimes my mind goes there. Which is very sad, because the universe is so freaking big, it makes no sense to me. Billions upon billions of galaxies, with billions of stars, with billions upon billions of planets. The other day I watched a video from Neil deGrasse Tyson where he said we might just as well be in a black hole. Like, I don't understand anything about the universe. The universe makes zero sense. It would be almost more plausible that the universe is so freaking vast because we're just a little dot in someone's PC, like part of a GPU or something. You know what I mean? Nothing makes sense. The scale just doesn't make sense to me. It's just too vast. Too big. Let's talk to our sister. I mean, not our real sister. No, let's talk to Monaco first.
Not to say I told you so, but I do believe that I did, in fact, tell you so.
Thanks for the support.
Was it worth it? What will you do now?
I'll do my best to earn their trust back.
Quite a steep hill to climb.
Quite a steep hill to climb. How could you think that much? I know, don't we all? Do you not do the same either? Just need to gaze at the stars sometimes, and then you can lose yourself for hours. Did you ever do stargazing? Like either with your significant other or with your friends? Just on a very nice summer night, you lay down on a little visa, whatever that word is in English, and then you just look up. You can totally lose yourself for hours. Okay, let's talk to our fake sister.
We have to push Papa out of the canvas before he erases everything.
What is holding Renoir back to just jump out of the canvas and burn it? Oh yeah, Alicia probably, right? But her real self is still outside of the canvas. Or will he mess her up if she... Oh yeah, because she's like... She put part of her soul into the canvas and he would delete part of her soul. I guess. Okay, never mind.
I'm surprised he hasn't already.
He's been weakened by his battle with Maelle. That's probably why he hasn't come after us. But it won't stop him for long.
If you and your father keep fighting, you risk breaking the world again. Another fracture, but this time, it might be you trapped inside the monolith.
What's the alternative?
Maybe you should go home.
Vessel.
You're fighting each other, but you're all doing the same thing.
No.
Eileen wants her son back. Renoir wants you and Eileen back. You want Gustave back. The cycle we needed to break wasn't the gommage. It's your family's cycle of grief.
That's what I was saying. The right thing to do would be to just step out and destroy the canvas.
Our whole world carries the burden of your family's grief.
They need to heal otherwise. This is not a way to heal. This is the opposite of healing. This is making them more sick. I haven't seen stars in years. I don't know. I can't see them even with glasses. I wear glasses too, by the way. You cannot see it on my Vtuber, unless I put this on my face. But I also have to say that I'm very fortunate that I live in a very small town and we don't really have a lot of light pollution, so I can see the stars almost every single night. That's nice. Lots of downsides of living in a small town, but lots of positive things as well. Just like this, for example. Seeing the stars. Okay, we talked to everybody. What now? That's so nice. Yeah. I also live in a coastal town, so it takes me 10 minutes to get to the beach. Okay, not 10 minutes. I mean, with a car, yes, 10 minutes. And if I get a green wave of traffic lights, then yes, 10 minutes. More realistically, 15. Alright, I think. I'm gonna save. And remember the current objective. Write in the journal of Gustav apprentices. Can we still do that? We gave Gustav apprentices the journal and then they died. Is there still a journal? Let's find out. Maelle finds a spot where she can write. She spent some time writing in Gustav's journal to honor his memory. She writes about everything, the painters, Aline, Renoir, so no matter what happens, the truth will be written somewhere. She's sure that when she brings the apprentices back, they will want to... when she brings them back, they probably want to read the story. Okay. Maelle heads back. Alright, let's check up on the others.
Nice hair.
Oh yeah, that.
If we date... I'm gonna ask a very, very difficult question here. Lune was created with the essence of her brother. CL was created with the essence of her mother or sister, I forgot. Now, if we date Lune as Verso, would that count as incest? Kind of is, right? In a very twisted way, it kind of would be, right? Hey Jinyo, can we have a watch party in Discord or Twitch about anime? Discord maybe, Twitch definitely not. Because of copyright.
I can't believe there's another world out there. A world I'll never get to see.
I'm sorry. I didn't... My memories... I would have told you if I'd known.
Don't apologize. You were trapped too. You lived among us. You're one of us. Even if you're also one of them.
It's so weird. I have memories of 2 childhoods. 2 homes. 2 Lumiere.
You're not an orphan anymore. You just found your family. Don't you want to be with them?
I love my family, but they're all gone. In one way or another. And you're my family too. So are Gustav and Emma. And I didn't see it at the time, but all the families who took turns taking care of me.
Maelle.
Oh. I think her parents, or not her parents, but the one who took her in, the ones who took Maelle in were probably created with the same essence as Renoir and Aline. It's like a more beautiful version of the real Renoir and Aline. They gave her a more beautiful version of themselves so she can have a better childhood in this fake world. But now that both personalities clash, she now has that strange family at home in reality that that is just so done personality-wise with grieving. They're done. They're not the same anymore. It's like they're dead. And then she has the fake family from her fake memories and her painted self inside of that canvas. And now it clashed, and she doesn't want to go back home. But she needs to, otherwise her real self dies. It's quite the dilemma. I can't find your Discord. I'll send you a link in just a second.
This is a lot to take in.
Yeah. But for the first time in a long time, I have hope.
I'm gonna check if we can like spend time with Lune. Okay. She's still mad and pissed. Fine. Greatest expedition in history. Let's click on that. Oh, that's my favorite song of this game. Clair, obscur, ba 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 ba. Oh. Clair, obscur, ba 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 da 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 da. So we're extracting the essence of all those expeditioners who were killed by Nevrons because their chroma was trapped inside their bodies. Beautiful cinematography. Wait. Her hair color's getting back. Did her hair color fade because she was out of chroma? So the more chroma she has, the more she can go back to her to herself that looked like Maelle. So Clair, obscur, something Clair, obscur, something also French. We just revived a bunch of our friends. It's the final expedition. Oh, we can fly now? Final objective. Head back to Lumiere and expel Renoir from the canvas.
Once we're ready, we can head to Lumiere.
I am not ready. Wait, how do we fly? Oops. Eskia takeoff? Cool! That's so cool! Fly up and fly down.
Flashing through the sky!
Woo!
Hang on tight.
Okay, I would say we end things here, right?
Here we go.
He's like a bug. He's awesome.
Hang on tight.
I don't want to go straight to Lumiere. I want to check things out. Dark Gestural Arena. No, thank you. Not right now. What is that? The map opened up.
Here we go.
You. Wow. So many things for us to explore.
Hang on tight.
Wait, what is that? Lost Gestural. What, me? I'm not lost at all. Sastro's waiting for you. Oh, I forgot we had that mission where we need to find gestural children. Okay.
Here we go.
Very cool. Oh, Tour Eiffel.
Tight.
Can we fly to Tour Eiffel? Yeah, we're not going back to Lumiere yet. I'm gonna try and beat every single bonus objective there is in the game because I'm not ready. Just like the family in this game, I am not ready to let go yet. I do not want to let go of this game. I got attached to this fake family. That's Lumiere. Oh, are we gonna have the final fight? We're gonna have the final fight at the Eiffel Tower? That's so cool. Tour Eiffel. Yeah, we're not ready for that yet. We are not ready for that yet.
Here we go.
Not anytime soon. Wait, I just saw a mini boss, I believe.
Flashing through the sky.
Hello, is that a mini boss? Let's see how fighting feels like without that artificial maximum amount of damage we could do. Okay, we're gonna start with Egid.
Careful, Maelle.
That's better.
Wait.
Watch out, Maelle.
Ready to go.
Okay. That is not good. Oh wow. Okay, difficulty level definitely has increased. I like that a lot. One thing that I'm a little bit confused about is that we still had that maximum amount of damage that we could do. This game must be expensive. It's not. Believe it or not.
We can head to Lumiere.
I mean, depending on what you think is expensive for a game, but for a game like this, you would expect it to be $69.99 like most games. And this was, I bought it for $45. But I also buy my games from like certain websites. Certain websites, so I don't think it went on sale for $45. But I think the retail price is $49.99. Let me check real quick. CLAIR OBSCUR. How much is it on Steam? Yeah, $44.99. $45 title. Game of the year. Definitely game of the year. Probably the greatest game I've ever played story-wise. And it's not even a full price title. As I said, there is literally, and I mean it, literally, not a single thing
Interesting.
you can criticize this game for. There's just nothing. Did we get... I'm a little bit confused. Let's check the pictos. Painted power is a picto. Damage can exceed 9,999. Okay. I wonder how expensive it is Lumina-wise, because we do need this for every character. We need to be able to get above 9,999. But I would say we're safe here, because I do want to save a little bit of this game for tomorrow. I don't want to have another one of those 8-hour sessions and then risk losing some progress or anything like that, like we had the disconnection yesterday. So, yeah, let's just end the playthrough part here. Okay. And then we can still have a chit-chat over on Twitch. For everyone that is currently on YouTube, if you want to continue the conversation with me, hop on over on Twitch. It is twitch.tv. Let me just type it out real quick. twitch.tv/JinyoVT. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you Expedition 33 developers for creating such a beautiful... I feel like we just watched a movie together. That was great. That was really, really good, and I'm so happy that everything basically came full circle and I understand the story. That is probably something I feared the most, is that I don't understand anything, because the two reality thing that I always suspected, by the way, and assumed, that confused the shit out of me. But now it really came full circle, and I hope we get to explore the painters versus writers stuff a little bit more, but that's probably something for Expedition 33 Part 2. Because the world sounds very interesting. The writers and painters being at war with each other. It almost sounds like something someone would write. Don't tell me the stuff that we're experiencing here is a story. That would freak me up, for real. If this all happens to be a very cool fictional story that someone wrote, maybe someone like Maelle, that would be like a double plot twist that I wouldn't be able to handle. That would destroy me. Thank you, Bitter P, for joining the Jinyo Force. I assume it's you, Julie? Julie the Bitter P? Alright. For everyone who watched on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We'll switch over to Twitch now. Okay? Thank you so much. We'll see each other tomorrow with more Expedition Peak Cinema 33.